And here is just a look at Darren Ferguson, what he's done, and the most Vertu trophies won. He's actually won almost as many as Grella scored as a player in this competition. You were talking about his future, though, Nigel. Winning trophies like this puts him as well on the map for maybe what's to come in his future.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, it's again, from the season in League One, is seen as disappointing for Peterborough, for where they're expected to be. Last year, they finished fourth, I believe, and lost in the semi-final of the playoffs. So there's high expectations there with what they do. Hasn't been a great season, but I'll tell you, salvaging it now, especially the fact of beating Birmingham City. That's what some people are going to pay attention to. The heavy favourites in it. They've just been promoted as champions. So to get this victory today and win this competition, you'd say it saved their season.
And to knock off Wrexham on the way, the path they've had hasn't been easy to get to this point.
100%. And I wouldn't be surprised if he does maybe get another opportunity at a bigger club. But we'll have to wait to see how it pans out. But he's done great, and I think his stock's very high now.
Yeah, and I think also the way they play football, when we covered them a few months back, I went and checked them out. I said, okay, I've got to watch them play. I've got to see what's going on. They were actually very close to the relegation zones. And when I started to watch them play, and when I started to see the metrics, and I started to watch the front four, I said, this seems very off. Like, when you looked at all the statistics and you watched them play football, it seemed very off that they were at the bottom of the table. So they play good football. Defensively very poor. They need to improve there, but then they've made it a habit of winning trophies as well. So for Darren Ferguson, you've got to look at it and say, okay, he brings a lot of interesting things to the table.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I'm just watching the pictures behind you, Poppy. You just look at the celebration by them and just how united of a football club they are. Like, it's so hard to put in words to get some American fans to understand when you're in that environment, when you're in clubs like this, small community clubs. You talk about what's at stake. That's the staff members. Just look at the staff members there that you can see with the players, pitch side. You're talking about the kit man, press people, like just how united and together they are. It is just great to see. Look, it's great.
It's nice as well at the time that the trophy comes, because obviously, like you mentioned, Nigel, although it's been a disappointing season for them domestically, they are safe from relegation, and winning a trophy, as you like to mention, Grella, heading into the summer holidays, one of the nicest parts of the season for footballers. It must give you a big boost then to return back for the new season with more motivation.
That's what I'm saying, Poppy. Was my point before is you know, you come into preseason and you're asked to work so hard. In a million different aspects, and the manager's asking things of you. And at least if you win at the end of the season, you say, okay, with this manager, with this setup, with this belief, with this sort of manuscript, we're going to win things and we're going to be successful, and we're going to maybe get up to the championship either by myself or with the club. We can do these things if we work hard and we do the things the manager asks. We can accomplish things, and I think there's justification and there's enjoyment in that. So now, yeah, the summer is beautiful. You get to enjoy yourself, enjoy your family, which I think is the most important thing, because you don't get a lot of time with them throughout the season. And then you start again and you dig in again and you fix the things that were wrong this season, because you have a ton of quality if you can hold on to some pieces and try to get yourself up the table, at least in the playoff spots, where I think that they can easily be there. The harder 100%. Part of the game is trying to score goals and be creative and find talented players, and they have that. The easier part is being organized like they were today. It's not easy, but it's easier. Yeah. And if they can add that to the game, then why not can they be in the playoffs next season?
Let's also mention that for some of these players, it will probably be the last time they play for this club. So what a way to sign off on the club, because, as we've said before, they are a selling club, and there's one or two players who had sensational games, especially Poku. He's a young player that we'll be talking a lot about. And again, like you said, if you're Birmingham City going to the Championship, you look at that young lad's performance today, you'd have to go in there to say, we might have to steal this kid to help us up in the Championship.
And Birmingham City reportedly took the League One trophy with them to Wembley. They were obviously hoping to leave with 2 trophies today. It didn't work out that way. How much of a dampener does that put on the season, Nigel? Or will they still be on a high after promotion and knowing that that full-on party is coming at the end of the season?
No damper. They got what their main objective was, promotion back to the Championship. So it would be disappointing, I would say. We obviously discussed the prep talk. So maybe that it seemed when they collected their runners-up medal, which was just understandable, but wrong timing, wrong place. But I think for them, again, promotion to the Championship is what they wanted. I just see disappointment in the result today. But other than that, they'll be happy.
Imagine you call Tom Brady at the end of the season, you say, okay, we've got an update for you on the results of the season. Good news is we went up to the championship. He would be elated because he spent some money in the club. He's put some time into the club. Obviously, as Tom said, the other Tom said himself, that Brady's been a big part of it. And then you say to him, but we lost the final of the Vertu Cup. I guarantee you, Tom said, what was that? What's that? Because that's how important it is for them to get to the championship. So to give you perspective on how it's not a damper, I think that's
Tom,
important.
Let me tell you exactly what the Vertu Trophy is.
Yeah. Tune in to CBS.
Well, now he'll know because he was sat today at Wembley watching this final.